Hello, my beautiful, handsome individuals. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy, and today's reading is a message from your spirit guides. What do they want you to know right now at this very moment? In front of you, there are three objects to choose from. Group one, you are this green Buddha, green jade, by the way. Group two, you are this organite pendant. Sorry about my nails. I had to remove my nail polish and they look kind of nasty. All right. And then this last one is carnelian. All right. If you still need help choosing, let's get you a card. All right, Spirit, for my group one, what is the message from their spirit guides? All right, you got this book. For my group two, Spirit, what message do you have for them? This hot air balloon. And for my group threes, what message do you have for them? This lotus flower. Okay. So take your time to look at these options in front of you. Timestamps are down below. If you're drawn to more than one group, you already know there's probably multiple messages for you today. And for those of you that need help picking, the next portion is going to help you by assigning a zodiac sign for each of you. All right. So got all 12 signs here. Group one, Gemini. Group two, Cancer. Group three, Libra. Do that make sense? I know I should probably get those little kobo-chans or whatever they're called. Group one, Aquarius. Group two, Leo. Group three, Capricorn. Group one, Virgo. Group two, Taurus. Group three, Scorpio. Group one, Pisces. Group two, Sagittarius. And group three, Aries. All right, so those are your zodiac signs. Group one, again, you are Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, and Pisces. For my beautiful, handsome group twos, you are Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, and Cancer. And last but not least, group three, you are Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Libra. So you might want to check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and get you multiple messages today. And yeah, I'll see you at your timestamp. Hi, group one, those of you that chose this green jade Buddha, or maybe you were drawn to the book. The signs for this group are Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, and Virgo. All right, any placement in your birth chart. Doesn't have to be, but it helps extra confirmation. I've gone ahead and pulled your oracle cards to save us some time. Let's get those out here. All right, we have got overload. Take a break. He's writing something. All right, we got the mysterious code, another book, and gratitude. I love when spirit makes something so clear. All right, so your spirit team wants you to know that you've been working very hard and it's time for you to pull your energy back. There is something that you're unlocking, which is the law of abundance, the law of attraction, of manifestation, because there is something coming in that you're going to be very grateful for. This could be some knowledge, working smarter, not harder. Okay, let's see. Let's get your tarot out here to get your reading. All right, Spirit, for my beautiful, handsome group number one, what is coming in for them? What message do you have for them? What does my group one need to know? The Nine of Swords. You've been stressed out by the amount of work that you have, by the amount of knowledge that you're trying to retain. Some of you, you've been studying for an exam and it's stressing you out. Yeah, you're being asked to pull your energy back a little bit so that you can take a break because you've been working too hard. You need this. With the star, there is recovery. There is hope also after a period of difficulty. It seems like group one, you've been on the struggle bus, honey. Okay. Yeah, you've been on the struggle bus, but you're finding out information that is going to help alleviate some of this tension. I love it. All right. Talk to me about the mysterious code. For my group ones, what is it that they are? What message do you have for them? The King of Pentacles. If you've been worried about your finances, don't be, because that's improving. You're discovering ways to build wealth, to hold on to your money. Maybe you're taking a class, but you're working on your stability and there is recovery there. For some of you, if you're worried about the health of someone, there's also recovery for them. Tell me about gratitude. The Magician. Look at that. I said this is the group that is practicing the law of abundance, the law of manifestation. Back of the deck, the High Priestess. You call to you what you need. Knight of Wands. You can shake it. You can make it. You can have all the things that you're looking for. You have all the things that you want. All right. Yeah. I'm getting like this group. There is something, a big project, a big goal of yours that you're trying to achieve. And you've been pushing very hard, trying to get all your information to the point where you hardly sleep. Some of you need to improve your sleeping. Sleeping will help your body heal and recover, and you're able to achieve more things. Some of you, there's a breakthrough in your health or the health of a loved one. If this is not you, you're getting to the bottom of why this person has been so tired, or why you have been tired, why you're not able to focus. All right. Like there is some breakthrough here regarding stability. All right. Spirit, for my group one, talk to me about the Nine of Swords. The Lovers. Some of you have been stressed out about love, about a choice you have to make. Sorry about that. I'm trying to fix this. All right. Talk to me about the Star. Why the Star? That glare is crazy. We got the Hermit. Yeah. Some of you have gone within and realized what it is that you're needing. Why something has been a mismatch. Why you haven't attained the things that you want. Why King of Pentacles? Why King of Pentacles? The Two of Swords, because you were indecisive. What's coming in is clarity about a decision you need to make in love, in a creative project, a creative goal, in your health, because the Hermit is ruled by Virgo. So yeah, I'm getting health breakthroughs. And for some of you, this could be everything all. Okay. Talk to me about the Magician. The Sun, beautiful. Wow. I love it. You're manifesting vitality, leaving behind this period of the lack of growth, the lack of feeling like you fit in, okay? Feeling isolated. So if you are someone that has been isolating yourself or feeling like a disconnect from others, what's coming in is a lot of joy. You're bringing more happiness into your life and solutions to things that you thought were locked off or blocked from you. That's no more. We got Leo, Virgo, Gemini showing up. Strong Gemini, strong Virgo. And it matches, right? Gemini and Virgo are here. Yeah. Let's roll your astro dice and get a little bit more. Spirit, what is your message to my group ones? All right, we've got Uranus in the sign of Aquarius in the seventh house. And look, we've got Aquarius there. Uranus is what? The higher ruler of Who is it? Mercury. Hmm. Kind of like Neptune and Jupiter, which, Pisces and Sagittarius. This is giving Gemini, Virgo, Uranus, and Mercury. So, Spirit is saying expect some surprising news or communication regarding a partnership in your life. Some of you are meeting somebody unexpectedly, right? If you're looking for love, you've been stressed out. Maybe you've been on your own for a minute. What's coming in is whatever your heart has been longing for. You want, for those of you looking for love, you want a long-term relationship, a long-term connection. And by being open and grateful to the opportunity to date someone, to meet someone, that's exactly what you're manifesting. For others of you, if you want close friends, close connections, people that are in alignment, because this group, you guys have outside the box thinking. And you're connecting to people like that. So you're very optimistic about the future. Your vitality will return. That decision that's been stressing you out, you'll be able to make it, and it's going to work out in your favor. Always remain in high vibe so that you can manifest exactly what you're longing for. Okay? Let's get you some closing advice here. Spirit, talk to me about the advice for my group 1. What advice do you have for them? What advice do you have for my group 1s? Hunger. What advice do you have for my group 1s? Mystery. Ideation. Oh, okay. One more. What advice do you have for my group 1s? Isolation. All right. Success at the back of the deck and flow. So you're hungry to know what is out there. So you've been visualizing, thinking a lot in the time of isolation. It's not been for nothing, okay? It was not for nothing. That time that you spent on your own was because the universe is planning to surprise you with something that you feel like was missing in your life, or you feel like it's missing. And here with ideation, it's multiple things that go on inside your head. Eventually, it's going to lead to success if you allow it, right? So think about, in this time that you've been on your own, or that you've been isolated in some aspect of your life, did you feel like maybe there was a void in here? Did you feel like, I don't know, like something is missing? And that's what's coming in for you. That little piece of happiness, that little piece of something that it felt off, it feels off. That's what's coming in. All right, friends, that is what I have for you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group 2. You chose this hot air balloon card. Or maybe you were drawn to the Organite pendant. Okay. Or your sign could be Taurus, Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo. Right? Doesn't have to be, but if it helped you choose, okay then. All right, I've gone ahead and pulled your oracle cards to save us some time. All right, first card I pulled is Loneliness with number 31. And then it's Worth Waiting For. And I loved how Spirit plays with this. Look, back of the head facing away, right? Interesting. And then we pulled Generous, Give with an Open Heart, Offer Without Expectation, Unconditional Love. Ooh, by Single Pringles. And then we've got Travel Companion. Meet new companions on an uncharted journey. Something is making sense. It's making me think of Virgo with the lantern. Okay. But I'm getting group 2. Maybe you've been on your own for a minute and you're coming into contact with someone that's going to fill your heart with generosity. This is going to be like a ride or die type of person. Okay. Look, let's get your tarot and get the rest of your message. Spirit, for my beautiful, handsome group 2s, What does their spirit team want them to know? What's an answered prayer, or what is a message what they most need to hear right now at this very moment? For my group, choose. 5 of Cups. Okay, some of you, yeah, you've been disappointed in love, feeling a little bit empty. All right. Desperation, even. Give me, what does my spirit guides for group 2? What do they want them to know? 8 of Cups. Ooh. All right. You're turning your back on something that was disappointing. You're turning your back on loneliness, and you're looking for fulfillment. All right. I'm getting this was a long time coming. Tell me about generous. Tell me about generous. The Hermit. Didn't I say the lantern reminds me of the Hermit? And here we are. I feel like maybe this group, you've been alone, like not in a relationship for a minute. Or maybe friends, as someone that keeps to yourself. And now your heart is opening up because someone is showing you unconditional love and appreciation. All right. Give me one more here with travel companion. An uncharted journey. You're doing something different, group 2. Maybe the way that you meet people is different. Some of you could be trying online dating or dating out in the wild. The 8 of Wands, okay? Some of you have someone that you're meeting while you're out traveling, or you are bringing to you someone that is a travel companion. With the 3 of Cups and the Fool, there is a strong sense of adventure, happiness. You're excited about the future. I'm getting the Britney Spears song, My Loneliness is Killing Me. Okay. And maybe that's how you felt. And now it was a long time coming. It's something that your heart feels full when this person comes in. And all of a sudden, everything makes sense. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could just be someone that is, a good friend, or someone that really meets you halfway, someone that is willing to push the limits, the boundaries with you. Because I'm getting whoever's coming your way, they have a strong sense of adventure. They could be very good looking, very different, and it kind of lifts you up or gets you out of your shell. Confirmation. Tell me about this 5 of Cups and loneliness. Loneliness. What is the message from a group 2's spirit team? 2 of Pentacles, going back and forth within yourself. Should you trust it? Should you not? It's divine timing here. Some of you, the month of March could be significant. The month of August could be significant. Some of you had certain people. Oh, the 6 of Cups is here. Some of you have been focused very much on the past, on a past connection, on the past toxicity, people taking rather than giving. And that's what you're moving away from. Because this person that comes in, they are someone that is fair. Tell me about the 8 of Cups, Spirit, with it's worth waiting for. What do you want my group 2s to know? Death. Yeah, the end of loneliness. You're following your own ideas, your own goals. Group 2, you're undergoing a major transformation to where you're not putting up with things that don't serve you, with people and connections that don't serve you. And you're squashing them, leaving them behind. You're going to feel a lot more enlightened about what true love, what unconditional love is about. The month of February could be significant. Some of you have been in a no contact situation with someone, and this could be the month that you get contact again. Tell me about the Hermit. The Fool, look at that. A sense of adventure, a sense of travel. You're excited about the future. It makes sense. It's like everything is aligning and making sense. Got the Magician at the back of the deck. The month of January could be significant. All right. Winter solstice could be significant. Like the person coming in is arriving when we are switching seasons. Okay. Or there's something about when you met this person, there was the start of winter, the start of spring. Some of you already know this person, but not like that. And you could get closer. All right. Yeah. Give me one more. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. You and another person are discovering true love, it looks like. Queen of Cups. This person is very loving, very generous, very nurturing. They could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Y'all could start off as friends and try to keep things like that. Trying to resist. But there's no resisting. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. Some of you could be same-sex connections. Doesn't have to be. But there is this sense of pride that maybe has been holding somebody back. I'm thinking that's going to be on the back burner. You have a major change, a major breakthrough, and you're starting at 0 with someone, ready to explore, ready to take on the world, you know? It's beautiful. Spirit, how will my group 2s know who this person is? How will they know? Oops. They could be a water sign. It's someone that you've been intimate with or you will be intimate with. You're really going to enjoy the jangalanga? Okay. How will my group 2s know who this person is? The Chariot, someone that you travel with, someone that you've been in their car, they've been in your car, or they will be. Page of Pentacles starts off as friends, but then it develops into more earth sign, air sign energy. All right. Any other descriptors? My goodness, that's very vague. We need specifics over here. Strong Cancer coming through. How will group 2 know who this person is? How will they know? Enemy union. All right. Y'all go from viewing each other as enemies to coming into union. I feel like y'all had an argument, have had an argument. There will be tension. I'm getting like you all started text messaging each other. Number 44 could be significant. Y'all indulge in texting each other, maybe spicy messages. All right. But I feel this is not someone brand new. You know this person. Something could have sparked up between y'all. But there's a change in, can't even talk. Excuse me. There's a change in the dynamic of this relationship. I'm getting you go from friends to lovers. Or acquaintance to lovers. Okay. Like with enemy, this could be a connection that if you haven't had a fight with each other, this could be that other people are in opposition of this relationship. But you still want it. Someone could have like angel wing tattoos, snake tattoos, or something about tattoos. All right. All right. What's your advice from Spirit? Spirit, for my group 2s, what advice do you have for them? What advice do you have? Energy. Stop. What's your advice? Isolation. Peace. Back of the deck, trust and space. Some of you have kept to yourselves and not really put yourself out there. Now you're being advised to conserve your energy and stop getting to situations where you are isolating yourself. Here with peace, it's like put yourself out there. You'll be more at peace by not isolating. It's like you've been reserving or conserving your energy for nothing. And it's like, what's the point of having all this energy, all these plans for the future if you're not doing anything about it? So here with isolation and peace, it's like Yeah, it's peaceful when you're on your own, but then you feel lonely. So stop questioning, when is this going to happen? I've got so much love to give and nobody to give it to. Stop that mentality so that this connection can come in. All right. Anything else for my group twos? We've got Libra, the sign of partnerships, in the ninth house, elevating your consciousness, and Neptune. Neptune in Libra in the ninth house. I'm getting there could be travel. This person could be from a different culture than you. Excuse me. Someone that maybe you met them in college, or there is something about higher education here. They could be into politics. Neptune in Libra is asking you to be real with yourself about what you're expecting in a connection. You are receiving enlightenment because the ninth house is also about enlightenment. The signs here are Sagittarius, Pisces, and Libra. Could be your sign, could be theirs. Just a minute. All right. Yeah, that is what I see for you, friends. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, that chose the carnelian, or maybe this beautiful lotus flower. Or you can have one of these signs. You could be a Libra, Capricorn, Scorpio, or Aries. All right, I'm getting a recalibration for this group. Getting structure back or finding structure. All right, I pulled your oracle cards to save us time. First up is strategy with number 48. Planning, prediction, mind reading. Then we have got the mystery of the deep sea. Delve into uncharted territories and discover hidden treasures. We've got follow instructions, instigation, faith. And then we've got the month of October. Now, it's interesting with the mystery of the deep sea and the lotus. I'm getting like the lotus grows in very swampy waters. You don't see, it's not clear. And there's this beautiful creation despite there being murkiness in the water. And I'm getting something that you found may be a bit off-putting, or like something felt too complicated to understand. You're getting it. Some of you are studying something and really going within, doing research. And there's something happening around the month of October where it's like a culmination, or you will see something of yours manifest around this time frame. Okay. What I'm getting here with strategy. Yeah, you're discovering hidden treasures. Follow instructions. All right. With October, it is giving Scorpio and Libra. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's get more. What does your spirit team want you to know? Spirit form, my beautiful, handsome group number 3. Talk to me about your message to them. Okay. What do you want them to know right now? For my group 3. Right, we got the 4 of Cups. What is happening for my group 3? The Queen of Pentacles. What do you want for them to know right now? 4 of Pentacles. Talk to me about October. Oops. Oh, and then we have got, what is this? The Ace of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Back of the deck, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and Judgment. Oh my goodness. 4 of Swords. Group 3, you need a lot of rest. All right, I think group 1 got a similar message, but in this case, there's something that you're doing or that you're working on that requires for you to go back and heed the call. Listen to your intuition, listen to Listen to your spirit guides. Do not ignore them, because I'm getting some of you have ignored. Spirit has been trying to get your attention and you've ignored it, or you've missed it. You're very focused on the material things, on the material plane. And it's like you're in this energy where everything feels humdrum, you know? Yeah. You're stressing about a new beginning. Maybe some of you have a new job offer in the month of October, or there is a new creative project that you're working on. But for the right now, you guys are coming up with ways to bring more excitement into your life because you feel that nothing is changing and you're trying to get yourself out of a situation, but it feels tricky. Some of you are stuck in a living situation, right? A home situation, unable to do the things that you want to do because you've got other responsibilities. So you're finding, some of you are discovering treasures within yourself, with your talents, your skills, your abilities. Some of you are unnatural at whatever it is that you do. You're being asked to open up and allow your talents and your gifts to flourish so that you can have a new beginning. Because some of you are afraid to go after the opportunity because it strays away from what you know, right? But something is trying to come in. Tell me about the Four of Cups with strategy. What do you want my group threes to know, Spirit? Why the Four of Cups? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys, you could be in a situation where you're not happy. Maybe you're financially pressed, like unable to get yourself out. And here with the Seven of Wands, you've been very guarded or very defensive. Four of Wands, some of you are in a living or a home situation where you're not happy. There's confusion. There's fears, insecurities about your stability. You're being asked to be wise with your money so that you can get yourself out of that situation, so that you're not feeling oppressed. Now, for others of you where this is not a living situation, this could be a health thing, right? Maybe you've undergone some very strong health setbacks or very strong health challenges, and it's delayed your healing. All right, talk to me about the mystery of the deep sea with the Queen of Pentacles. What do you want my group threes to know? The Four of Wands. Some of you could be seeing 444, 444. Security and stability coming through. Talk to me about the Four of Pentacles. Let's get the rest of your cards out here. Talk to me about the Four of Pentacles. Judgment. Heed the wake-up call, all right? Talk to me about the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands. What is this about? Oops. Keep doing that. Talk to me about the... I'll just have to shuffle on this side because I'm in a weird little setup here. Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands. What is this about? We've got the Queen of Cups. Back of the deck, we've got the Chariot with strength. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, some of you are aggravated by outside influences and you're doing your best to keep it together, to not lash out. Gosh, I forgot to cover her. Good Lord. Let's draw a brazier on this person. See, getting distracted. Don't get distracted, group. Group three. Oh, I'll have to come back to this later. I thought I got all the boobs in this deck. Apparently not. But yeah, your spirit team wants you to know that stability is possible if you change your mindset and if you change the way that you've been doing things, really prioritizing. Here with Judgment and the Four of Pentacles, where have you not been giving enough and where have you been overgiving? Don't ignore the signs. Trust your intuition when it comes to going after an opportunity. I see some of you changing jobs in the month of October. That is about 3 months away. In the next quarter or so, depending on when you're watching. Yeah. 3 months out from this reading is when this change comes in. And it has everything to do with being completely honest with yourself. What What do you want to put up with? What don't you put yourself first? All right. There is this goal or this milestone that you want to accomplish, but it's been met with delays and setbacks. A lot of it has to do with your own insecurity. So Spirit is saying, if you follow our guidance, this guidance is going to come through as your intuition. And it's your spirit team pushing you in the right direction. Some of you have been holding on to a situation, maybe with work, with a home situation, where even though you're unhappy, you've been there because it's what you know. It's maybe out of convenience. Maybe leaving a job would put you in a very tight financial predicament. But opportunities to change your reality will be here. Yeah, heed the call. Don't ignore. If you're afraid that, will you make it on your own? Will you succeed on your own? Yeah, you can. Because you're not going to be completely alone. There's going to be people in your corner. So I'm not saying you should quit your job, but I am saying that I see a new possibility come up for you in the month of October where you stress out about it and you're trying to see if you should follow your intuition or not. Okay. Yeah. You've been holding on too tightly to an old narrative or an old version of yourself or an old vision of the situation that you're currently in. All right. What I was going to ask. Oh, yeah. The Astro Dice. All right, Spirit. What else do you have for my group threes? Some of you are going through a spiritual ascension, a spiritual awakening. Your third eye is opening up. Look at that. North Node in Pisces in the 8th house. Some of you are communicating with passed on loved ones. Some of you have mediumship skills. If you're concerned about whether you should start like a business in spiritual endeavors, a spiritual practice, doing tarot, astrology, all the occult sciences, yeah, you should. And there's something happening in the fall or within the next 3 months where you will put those skills to use. All right. You're meant to navigate the murky waters. This lotus is giving 8th house vibes because you don't know what's underneath the surface. Pisces also, right? Your destiny is to provide healing to others. And it could be through Reiki, through astrology, through tarot, any of the occult sciences, spell work, okay? Part of the reason why you're feeling down in the dumps is because you're not practicing and not heeding your call. This group, you guys are meant to be spiritual leaders, to be those that follow or give guidance, okay? Yeah. I love it. This is my witchy group, my very spiritual group. I mean, all of you watching this reading, regardless of the pile that you picked, you guys are natural psychics, natural mediums, natural, if you want to take on studying the occult, you would be somebody that graduates very quickly because it's natural. Right? But some of you are stressed out. Like, am I ready? Should I? Your awakening is already happening here with judgment. Heed the call. Listen. Some of you could be clairaudient. Love it. All right, let's close out your reading with some advice. Spirit, what is your advice for group 3? What's the advice for group 3? Flow, yeah, go with the flow. Don't resist it. Don't fight it. Death, okay, this is the transformation. Death of a reality. Death of a way of thinking. Confidence. Be confident in your skills and your abilities. You got it. Disruption. Some of you will experience ascension with disruption. Anxiety even. Maybe you feel like your growth is stunted, but it's because your consciousness is being raised. All right. Eventually you will be comfortable in this. But yeah, it might feel a little bit uncomfy. Like kind of wondering if you're going nuts or why you feel so anxious, so out of place. Anytime you feel like that, ground yourself, okay? Be confident. This is part of your ascension. And it's not going to be all butterflies and rainbows. Spiritual growth and spiritual ascension is crazy. Uh, I should do a story time of when, first started reading tarot, all the little scary incidents at first. Um, when I started tapping into the spirituality side of things, spell work, and the craziness that it attaches, energy attaches itself to you if you're not careful, that type of thing. And that's why we feel anxiety and like we're losing our mind or something. Ascension looks different for everybody, but from personal experience, it was not that pleasant initially. I guess that's part of initiation. But anyways, group 3, that is what I see for you, honey. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.